Welcome to the Enlightening Classes. This is Jyoti Kalse. My dear student, the only objective to present these classes is to help the weak students, the students who are really struggling with this English language. Believe me, students, my classes will really going to help you in strengthening your listening, speaking, reading, writing of English language. But you must need to understand that English you need to understand, you need to learn as a language, not as a subject. The reason is very simple. We can easily observe the children who are getting a kind of environment where their parents and everybody around them is able to speak in English. So whatever may be the age of that child, the child is able to speak in English. Maybe he or she is 2 year old or 3 year old. The child is able to make simple sentences in English. For example, I like milk, or I like video games, without learning alphabets, without learning English grammar. The child is able to speak in English. So how it is possible? The thing is very simple. They are learning English as a language, not as a subject. So let's start. My today's topic is word, phrase, and sentence. So, my dear student, here I am displaying you a picture. Why I am displaying you a picture? It's the objective is very simple, the approach is very simple. Whenever we look around us, okay, the people, the object, or the situation, they have their certain kind of description or a kind of imagination we carry in our brain about those objects, people, or situation. Then we relate those words, those people, those situation with certain words. So here in this picture, you can find sun, boatman, boat, trees, woman, herds. Okay, so all these are objects. If I will ask you to frame certain sentences, you can easily frame. So the concept is very simple. Here I would like to tell you that you must start with picture description if you want to learn English language. So the same picture here. Now we will try to understand about words. So what are words? Words are basically the naming words, or we can say that words we use to name the people, object, and situation around us. So here, as I have entitled this picture with a concrete interpretation, I would like to tell you, I would like to make you understand that each and every object, person, situation, they have certain concrete interpretation. Concrete interpretation means they are visible. They are visible to our eyes. We can see them with our eyes because they have their physical existence, like sun, river, boat, woman, hut, path, sky, birds, grass, trees, boatman, pot. So all these objects, they have their concrete interpretation as they are visible to us. Now let's move ahead. Now, when you see the object, people, or situation around you, so apart from their concrete interpretation, they have some abstract interpretation also. So what is meant by abstract interpretation? So as I have depicted some words over here: purity, simplicity, beauty, freshness, peace, village life, divinity, majesty. So you can see that all these words, purity means pavitrata, shuddhata, simplicity, saralta, beauty, sundarta, freshness, tazgi, peace, shanti, village life, gramin jeevan, divinity, daivikta, majesty, mahima. So all these words actually they don't have their physical existence, means they are not visible with our eyes, but we can experience them. Okay, for example, the purity of river water, the simplicity of villagers, the beauty of nature, the freshness of environment, the peace of rising sun or early morning. the village life, the simplicity of village life, the divinity of nature, the majesty of nature. So all these words, actually they are abstract interpretation of this picture because we can experience them but we can't see with our eyes. Now let's move ahead. Now we will try to understand what are phrases. Here, phrases, if I'm saying, so I'm not talking about phrases in the sense of idioms, but here I would like to make you understand phrases in the sense of English grammar. So here are some group of words separately I have mentioned in two blocks: the rising sun, the flowing river, the flying bird, sailing boat, in the early morning, in the sky, in the river, the green trees. So these are certain group of words, and I think you might understand that they are not framing complete sentences. They carry some meaning, they have their own meaning, but they are not able to frame complete sentences. They are not making complete sense. So let's move ahead. So here in this picture, I have separately mentioned two blocks. In one of the block, I have mentioned certain phrases, and in another one, sentences. The rising sun in the east, the flying birds in the sky, the flowing river in the river, the sailing boat, a simple woman holding a pot. All these are phrases because they are not making complete sense. But in another block, using all these phrases, I have framed certain sentences. The first one is, the sun is rising in the east. सूर्यपुर में उदय हो रहा है. The birds are flying in the sky. पक्षी आसमान में उड़ रहे हैं. The boatman is sailing a boat in the river. एक नाविक नाव चला रहा है नदी में. A simple woman is holding a pot. एक साधारण सी महिला एक मटके को पकड़े हुए है. So all these are making complete sense. So we can easily differentiate, or we can easily understand the difference between phrases and sentences. Sentences can make complete sense. Why? Because they have their own subject, and according to the tense, they have their own helping verb or the main verb. Here, the sun is rising in the east. The sun is subject, is helping verb, rising, main verb. In the east is a phrase. The birds, subject, are helping verb, flying, main verb, in the sky, phrase. The boatman, subject, is helping verb, sailing, main verb. A boat in the river, it's a phrase. A simple woman is a subject, is helping verb, holding, main verb, a pot, again a phrase. So sentences are those group of words which have subject, helping verb, main verb, and phrase. Or we can say that which make complete sense, they have their subject as well as the predicate. But phrases are just group of words which don't have the subject and the verb. Let's move ahead. So we can make sentences. Now we can easily make sentences because technically we have tried to use our thought process by relating it to some concrete interpretation and abstract interpretation. So now these are certain sentences which I have framed using the concrete interpretation. Concrete interpretation means the objects which are visible, which we can see with our eyes. Sun, birds, river, boatman, huts, trees, woman, pot, water. So all these objects we can see. The sun is rising in the east. The birds are flying in the sky. The river is flowing. The boatman is sailing the boat. The huts are very simple. The trees are tall. The woman is carrying a pot to collect the water. So these are the sentences with concrete interpretation. Now, we will try to frame sentences using the abstract interpretation. The simplicity of villagers impresses. The purity of the environment is very important for good health. The freshness of nature provides happiness. The peace of the early morning spreads divinity. The majesty of nature is eternal. So all these sentences I have framed using the abstract interpretation simplicity of villagers. सरलता, ग्रामीणों की सरलता प्रभावित करती है. प्योरिटी ऑफ द एनवायरनमेंट, शुद्धता, पवित्रता वातावरण की बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है अच्छे स्वास्थ्य के लिए, गुड हेल्थ। फ्रेशनेस ऑफ नेचर, ताजगी प्रकृति की, प्रोवाइड्स हैप्पीनेस, खुशी देती है। द पीस ऑफ द अर्ली मॉर्निंग, शांति, प्रातःकाल सुबह की शांति। डिविनिटी, स्प्रेड्स डिविनिटी, दैविकता का प्रसार करती है। द मजेस्टी ऑफ नेचर, प्रकृति की महिमा अनंत है, इज इटर्नल। सो these are the sentences which I have framed using the abstract interpretation. So my dear students, I believe that you must have understood my thought process of learning this language or teaching you people this language. So you should start framing sentences. Technically you can move ahead with concrete interpretation and abstract interpretation, observe the people and things around you, and then try to frame sentences. You must try to speak, you must try to write, and gradually you will find improvement. So let's conclude today's class. I have displayed one sentence here. A woman is going to the river bank to collect water. So if I ask you, is it a sentence? Yes, it is a sentence because it's making a complete sense. In this sentence, a woman is subject, is helping verb, going main verb, to the river bank to collect water. So there is a question I'm asking to all of you. What do you think if I ask you what are these words separately? Yes, you are correct. All these are only the words. All these, a woman is going to the river bank to collect water. All these are separately. Yes, of course, these are words. So what is this? To the river to collect water. So these two, to the river bank, this phrase, this is a phrase, to collect water. This is also a phrase because they don't have the subject and the verb. So these two, to the river bank to collect water, a phrase. So here you can see that how the different words, okay, are helping us to frame a sentence. So if we want to learn this language, so we must have keen observation. We must try to observe the people, things, and situation around us, and we try to enhance our vocabulary, our knowledge, that what should we call these words, or we I should say what should we call all these situation, people, and objects. What should be the words for them? What should be the name for them? So technically we can distribute or we can differentiate, okay, we can classify all those words, people, situation in two headings: concrete interpretation and abstract interpretation. And with this concrete and abstract interpretation we can frame sentences. So my dear student, this is again a picture I am giving you as a homework. If you want to practice, if you would like to have a practice and you want to share with me, you can share your interpretation, you can comment on my lecture. In this picture you can find there are many children, there are many objects, and all the children are busy in different activities. You can easily observe their expressions, and you can you can think about the concrete interpretation and abstract interpretation and can frame sentences. So thanks for watching. In my next lecture I would like to tell you about the types of words, the types of phrases, and the types of sentences. Thanks.